wouldn't know Enchanted Kingdom? Every Filipino kid has had his fascination and continuing love affair with Enchanted Kingdom. And the man behind this fairy tale kingdom is Mario Mamon. Mario's father hailed from Haniway, Iloilo, while his mother was from San Fernando, Pampanga. But Mario and his three brothers grew up in Laguna.
My father used to run the sugar plantation, used to run Canlubang Sugar Estate or the sugar operations of the Yulo family. My elementary years were spent with the Salesian Sisters of Don Bosco in Canlubang. My high school years were spent with the Lasal Brothers in Lipa City, Batangas. And then I went to college at the University of the Philippines at Los Baños. And then we had our own sugar farming operations also in Laguna, Cavite, and Batangas.
Sadly, all these idyllic farms of his childhood are now all gone, all of them victims of the inevitable, or what is known as progress. The sugar farms of the Mamon family are now what you know as Nuvali, an Ayala development project.
I think it was a natural progression kasi a lot of development was going south, no? And when the industrialization of the city of Santa Rosa started in the late 80s and early 90s, all the sugar land and the farmlands in the area became very expensive to farm and became very attractive to be developed into industry, residential, and other uses.
The young Mario took up agribusiness at the UP Los Baños, where his father also graduated because of the family's agricultural business. This is also where he met his future wife, Cynthia Romero.
After graduating in college in 1976, I spent 1 year with the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to gain some experience. But because after that, my father had some problems with his health, so I was brought in full-time to be able to assist him and eventually take over.
It was in 1992 that the idea of a theme park came to Mario. By this time, he already had a young family, 2 sons and 2 daughters, and the family immensely enjoyed going to the seasonal carnivals in town.
I had a growing family at that time, and we used to frequent what was available in the country, especially the seasonal carnivals. So we enjoyed going to those places. And in the early 90s, we also know that the economy was on an upswing, no? And we felt that there might be a very good opportunity to have a fixed themed amusement park for the country.
Amusement parks were not yet an industry here in the Philippines, unlike in other more developed Asian countries like Hong Kong and Singapore. So investing in a full amusement park was a huge gamble that not too many Filipino businessmen would venture into.
If you mention apprehension, we were really challenged at that time, and we didn't know really how the market would welcome us because it was a pioneering effort. And although there were amusement places or amusement parks before us, there hasn't been one in the magnitude and scale and investment as Enchanted Kingdom. So it was really a challenge, and it was really stepping into the unknown and relying only on maybe what our consultants are saying and what we have read and learned in the short time, because really we're coming into an industry that we didn't really know anything about. But as we know, the rest is history. We've been here for 20 years, and in those 20 years, it has not been all that fun, all that rosy. We always describe it as we went through a roller coaster ride.
20 years later, Enchanted Kingdom has established itself as a premier destination for Filipino families and for tourists as well. The mark of a successful businessman is not to sleep on his achievements, because there will always be a bigger world to explore and conquer.
From from what we had when we started in 1995, we had been able to gradually add on to the attractions that we have, especially when we were able to turn the company around sometime in 2009, 2010. We've been regularly adding new rides and refurbishing the park up to this point in time.
Enchanted Kingdom is envisioned to be an integrated destination, not just one for rides and attractions, but where families and friends can explore and enjoy other interests like food, exhibits, merchandise, and even conventions. Even as Mario Mamon continues his quest to put the Philippines in the world map of amusement and theme parks, he enjoys and cherishes family time with his wife Cynthia and his 4 children.
All of them are professionals. Our eldest son, who is based in Hong Kong, for a time used to work with Hong Kong Disneyland together with his wife. Our older daughter, after graduating from college and working for 5 years here with a multinational company, took up her master's in the United States. Our younger daughter works with us as my executive assistant and also helps out or maybe enjoys performing more than her executive duties by being part of our all-female quartet or female group. So she's part of that. And then our youngest son is also an expat. He's in Hong Kong. He's in the hotel business and hopefully also will come home. Lahat ng kanila pinasukan na mga line of work somehow in the future can be of use or can help us at Enchanted Kingdom and our future plans.
Looking back at his younger years, Mario remembers his more active years when he pursued baseball and basketball. But the period in his life where he enjoyed the most was when he got into motorsports.
I used to do car rallies and go-karting. So I was active from 1976 during the ban on competition and up to about 1990.
Motorsports and family have rounded up Mario's life, but he has also immersed himself in advocacies that involve his area of business as well as the industry where he belongs.
Because the business is here in Santa Rosa, there are some clubs and associations that I have been associated with. I was a past president of the Chamber of Commerce sa Laguna, and then also meron din ditong parang Makati Business Club version na tawag Santa Rosa City Business Club. So ang advocacies natin doon is siyempre how to be able to promote the business, better business environment here, mga peryahan, yung mga umiikot sa mga fiesta. Yun ang gusto rin namin ma-influence para sa ganon yung industriya ay maging safe dito sa Philippines. Yeah, the Philippine Eagle Foundation, that's a new partnership that we started only the last quarter of last year because the new attraction that we are opening in a few months in June or July is like is a flying theater, no? Parang you are flying on the back or through the eyes of an eagle and you see the beauty of the Philippines. So parang instead of just promoting it as a ride, sabi namin why not take on the advocacy of the Philippine Eagle. And when we found out more about the plight of the Philippine Eagle and how important it is to the Filipino people, to the environment, lahat ganon, the more na parang natamaan kami na dapat talaga na matulungan yung advocacy yon, no, which is an advocacy really for protecting the environment, especially yung mga endangered species.
For someone who dared to go forth in a completely new venture, Mr. Mario Mamon, founder and chief executive officer of Enchanted Kingdom, has this advice to share with all young entrepreneurs.
Very timely kasi nagbabasa lang ko ng ibang mga sayings at isa nakita ko na sinabi ni Confucius, it's not how many times you fall, but how many times you rise up. And when you rise up, you have to you become a better person. So we should not be deterred by failure because a lot of great people, a lot of great leaders didn't get there na parang dumaan lang sa expressway. Maraming dumaan din sa mga may hirap na kalsada. So the road to success is not easy. It's full of, sabi nga, blood, sweat, and tears. But you just have to persevere. You just have to work hard. You listen to people who have come before you. And most of all, you have to pray.
Mr. Mario Mamon has indeed put the Philippines in the world map of the amusement industry, being the first Asian and first Filipino to chair the International Association of Amusement Parks and Attractions. Enchanted Kingdom continues to fuel the dreams of all Filipino children and makes their dreams come to life in living color.